You have been asking Allah for so long, for a job, for healing, for a person, for relief. And you are starting to wonder, is He listening? Does He care? You look around and see others getting what they asked for. Why not you? So you make dua again and again and again, but nothing seems to happen. And in that waiting, something breaks inside you. Your certainty, your faith, your hope. But what if you have been misunderstanding dua the entire time? What if dua is not about getting Allah to give you things? What if dua is about declaring something much deeper, something that transforms you? In this video, we are going to explore what the Prophet truly understood about dua and why the moment you stop asking for things and start asking for connection, everything changes. The Prophet said something profound. He said, dua is the essence, the very marrow of worship. The marrow is the core, the center where life is sustained. That is what dua is. Not a supplement to worship, not something you do when you are desperate, but the core of everything. When you understand this, your entire relationship with dua transforms, because most people think dua is simple. You lift your hands, you say, oh Allah, give me this. Oh Allah, help me with that. And that is one type of dua. But there is another type that many forget. It is the dua of worship. Every time you pray, you are making dua. Every time you fast, you are making dua. Every time you give charity, you are making dua. Every time you help someone, you are making dua. You are not saying words, but you are speaking. You are declaring, oh Allah, accept this from me. Draw me closer to you. Bless me through this act. This is why after you pray, you feel different. After you do a good deed, you feel light. It is not just the action, it is the dua within the action. It is your heart calling to Allah through your life. A person helps someone in need. That action is a dua. Later, that person who was helped comes crying. They say, Allah sent you to me. I was at breaking point. You saved my life. That is not coincidence. That is Allah responding to a dua that was never spoken in words. It was spoken in actions. It was declared through sincerity. When you understand this, you realize that every moment of your life is an opportunity to make dua. Every choice you make is either a dua or a rejection of Allah. When you choose honesty, you are making dua, oh Allah, accept my honesty from me. When you choose kindness, you are making dua, oh Allah, accept my kindness from me. When you choose patience, you are making dua, oh Allah, accept my patience from me. This is the essence of dua, not asking for things, but declaring your dependence on Allah in every single act. Here is something most people do not understand. Allah loves when you ask Him. Yes, Allah who needs nothing, who is completely self-sufficient, who is beyond need entirely. He loves when you ask. The Prophet taught, ask Allah from His bounty. Ask Him to bless you. Ask Him to provide for you. There is nothing wrong with raising your hands and saying, oh Allah, give me. Oh Allah, help me. Oh Allah, bless me. Why? Because Allah loves being asked. Subhanallah. How incredible is that? Allah does not need you. He is not benefited by your worship. He is not harmed by your disobedience. And yet He invites you to ask. He welcomes your prayers. He loves your voice calling upon Him. He wants you to turn to Him, not because He needs it, but because you need it. Because your soul finds peace in turning to Him. Because your heart is designed to need Allah. Stop feeling shy to ask Allah. Stop thinking you are bothering Him. Your pain, your dreams, your requests, pour them out. Because the more you speak to Allah, the more your soul will feel alive. And the more you turn to Him, the more you will feel His nearness. He is closer to you than anyone ever could be. But you have to ask, you have to knock, you have to call. Because in that calling, you are declaring something. You are saying, I need you, I depend on you, I cannot do this without you. And that declaration is the most important declaration your soul can make. How many times have you said, you just cannot trust anyone these days? Even the people you love most, even your closest supporters, at some point they let you down. Not because they do not care, but because they are limited, they are human. But Allah is never limited. He never disappears. He never abandons. He never gets tired of hearing your voice. This is why Allah keeps telling you, call upon me, I will respond. He is saying, if the whole world turns its back on you, I am still here. I will always be here. When you make dua, you are declaring independence from people. You are saying, I do not need anyone's validation. I do not need anyone's permission. I do not need anyone's help, because Allah is enough. Allah is all I need. This is true freedom. This is true strength. When your heart becomes attached to Allah alone, when you stop trying to please the world, when you stop needing the approval of people, because you know as long as Allah is pleased with you, you are free. And every single one of you can have that. No matter who you are, no matter where you are from, you can have a relationship with Allah where your heart feels complete, where you do not need anyone but Him. This is what dua creates. Not things, but freedom. You have been making dua for so long and nothing seems to change. So you begin to wonder, is Allah really listening, or am I just wasting my breath? But I want to tell you something important. There is a trap many people fall into. You make a dua and you expect a specific answer at a specific time in a specific way. And when it does not happen exactly like that, you think the dua failed. But brothers and sisters, you do not know what tomorrow holds. You do not even know what is good for you. So how can you demand that Allah gives you what you want, when you want it, exactly how you imagine it? The Prophet taught something beautiful. He said, a Muslim's dua is answered in one of three ways. Listen to these three ways carefully. Allah gives you exactly what you asked for. Maybe immediately, maybe soon, but exactly what you asked. Or Allah delays it for a time that is better. Sometimes you are asking for something, but you are not ready. Allah delays it not to punish you, but to protect you or to perfect the outcome. Or Allah removes a harm from your life that was equal to your dua. You might not even realize it, but the accident you avoided, the illness that never touched you, the heartbreak that passed you, it was your dua working behind the scenes. You never lose when you make dua. You win in all three scenarios. So never say, I prayed but it did not work. Instead say, I prayed and Allah is working in ways I may not see yet. The Prophet gave us a condition for dua. He said, call upon Allah with certainty that He will respond to you. Not maybe, not I hope He listens, but certainty, deep certainty. When you ask Allah for something, ask with conviction, ask with a heart full of certainty that He is listening. Ask like a person who has no doubt. Ask like someone who knows the King is on the other end of the line, because He is. Allah is absolutely listening and He absolutely responds. Do not make your dua like a person who is unsure, doubtful, half-hearted. Ask with the full belief that your words are reaching the heavens, that Allah the most merciful is preparing a response better than you can imagine. The Prophet also warned, do not be hasty. Many people make this mistake. They say, I have been making dua again and again, but nothing is happening. And then they stop, they give up. But your dua is still working. It is still rising. The doors of the heavens are still opening. But maybe the time is not quite right yet. Maybe what you are asking for needs to wait until you are ready. Maybe the person you are praying for needs more time before they are ready to accept. Maybe the situation needs to develop further before the answer can come. Allah knows, you do not. So keep making dua, keep calling, keep knocking. Do not give up, because the moment you stop, you lose. The moment you lose certainty, you lose power. There is something profound the Prophet revealed. He said, nothing repels destiny except dua. Your dua has power, real power. It is like a key that unlocks a different path, a better path. Some aspects of your destiny are fixed. Your parents, your birth date, your gender, these are written and sealed. But there are other matters. Your provision, your protection, your health, your success. These are linked to your actions. If you make dua, Allah may shift what was written. If you do not, then what was written remains. This is why the Prophet said, whoever wants their life to be extended and their provisions to be increased, let them maintain family ties. Why? Because it brings down the mercy of Allah. Because dua combined with action changes things. You cannot just sit at home and expect blessings to fall. But when you work, when you try, when you also make dua and maintain relationships, then Allah shifts things. Then doors open. Then blessings multiply. The three types of harm that dua prevents are the accidents that never happen, the illnesses that never touch you, the heartbreaks that pass you by. These are not coincidence. These are dua working behind the scenes. You are being protected by duas you did not even know were protecting you. Your mother's dua for you, your friend's dua for you, your own dua for yourself. All of it is working. All of it is changing destiny. All of it is preventing harms you will never know about. But there are conditions, and it is important to understand them. The Prophet said, your dua is answered so long as you do not ask for a sin or for the cutting of family ties. If someone makes dua for something sinful, harm, injustice, breaking families, Allah will not accept that. Why? Because Allah loves justice. Allah loves mercy. Allah loves family ties. He will not give you tools to destroy these things, even if you ask. But beyond that, any sincere dua for anything good is answered in one of the three ways. Also, understand how to make dua properly. Look at how the Prophet Ayub made dua. He did not blame Allah. He did not say, you caused this. Instead, he said, harm has touched me and you are the most merciful. He praised Allah even in his suffering. He handed his affairs over to Allah with complete trust. He said, oh Allah, whatever you do with me, let it be through your mercy. That is the dua of someone who knows that Allah always does what is best. When you make dua like that, when you combine asking with trust and praise and acceptance, that is when real doors open. That is when real transformation happens. The Prophet taught us specific times when dua is most powerful. Number one, make dua in your sujood. You are closest to Allah there. Number two, make dua after your salah. Sit down, raise your hands and call upon Him. Number three, wake up in the night, even just for a few minutes, whisper to your Lord. Number four, make dua while doing a good deed. When you are giving charity, helping someone, serving, because that deed becomes your witness. Your action becomes your advocate. Also understand, dua can be in any language. Yes, any language. In Arabic if you want. But if Arabic is not your language, speak from your heart. Speak your mother tongue. Cry. Be real. Even if you say, Ya Allah, I do not even know what to ask for. But you know what is best for me. Give me that. That is a beautiful dua. And Allah hears it perfectly. But above all, make dua with certainty. That is the condition. That is the key. Because your certainty is what opens doors. Your faith is what moves mountains. Your belief is what changes destinies. The Prophet told the story of three men trapped in a cave. A rock sealed the entrance. They could not escape. So what did they do? They did not panic. They turned to Allah with their good deeds. The first man said, Oh Allah, I had elderly parents. One night they slept before I could give them milk. I stood there waiting, holding it in my hand until they woke up. Even though my own children were crying of hunger, I waited. If I did that for your sake, then, oh Allah, remove this rock. and the rock moved slightly. The second man said, "Oh Allah, I had a cousin I loved deeply. I tried to tempt her into sin. She refused, but when she was in desperate need, she agreed. And just before we did the haram, she said, 'Fear Allah.' And I stopped. I walked away. I feared you. If I did that for your sake, remove the rock." And the rock moved more. The third one said, "Oh Allah, a worker of mine left before collecting his wages. I invested his share and it grew. Years later, he came back. I gave him everything, the animals, the wealth, all of it. If I did that for your sake, then oh Allah, let us out of this cave." And the rock moved completely. They were free. Subhanallah. This is the power of dua combined with action. This is declaring your dependence on Allah through your deeds. You are not bargaining. You are simply saying, "Oh Allah, I did this for you and today I need you. I am knocking on your door with that deed." That is not arrogance. That is sincerity. That is how the believers make dua. You have been thinking about dua wrong. You thought it was about asking for things. But dua is about declaring who you are. A servant, a dependent, someone who needs Allah. The moment you understand this, your entire life transforms, because you realize that every moment is an opportunity. Every action is a dua. Every choice is a declaration, and every declaration is being heard. Oh Allah, accept our du'as in all forms. Accept our actions as du'as. Accept our words as du'as. Make us people of certainty. Make us people who declare our dependence on you completely. Help us understand that you love being asked. Help us ask without shyness, without doubt. Make our du'as work for us in ways seen and unseen. Protect us from harms we do not know about. Give us what we ask for, or something better, or save it for the hereafter where its value is greater. Make us among those whose du'as unlock different destinies. Make our du'as the keys that open doors we cannot see. Ameen. Today, make a dua, not for a thing, but as a declaration. Raise your hands and say, "Ya Allah, I declare my dependence on you. I declare that I need you. I declare that without you, I am nothing. I declare that my strength is in you alone." And then notice what happens. Notice how your heart shifts, how your soul feels lighter, because you have done what your soul was designed to do. You have called upon your Lord and He listens. He always listens. He always responds. Not always how you expect, but always in the way that is best for you. That is the promise. That is the certainty. That is the power of dua.